Um, I think think about how connection looks like for your teen. For my daughter, for example, I know it's like cooking together, baking together. For other families, they have told me, it's actually sitting with my teen and playing video games with them, not for hours, but half an hour, something like that. um, Maybe ask them about what they are reading, what they are into. If you're not their friends in Facebook or Instagram, friend them there. Like if they are in TikTok, get in TikTok and follow them. Like understand how is their world internally. And then in terms of the things that need to be done with teenagers, is really more about contracts. Like let's have a contract, let's have an agreement. What is what you have to do? Let's write it, let's make it in a contract and agree to this. And the consequence needs to be with them, from them. It doesn't need to come from you, right? So an example I like to give, maybe it's a really silly example, right? But like if I do the groceries and I say, okay, like what do you want to eat this week? And they said, oh, we want to eat squash and spaghetti. And I said, okay, like I put in the list. And then like when I do dinner, I said like, okay, here's the squash and spaghetti. Oh, I don't like it. Well, you said you wanted that and it's in the list, right? So now you eat it because you said you wanted this, you agreed to this. So a contract could be also like a way of them to have a say on what is going to be the consequence and what they agree to. If the consequence for them is like, they don't have a phone, or they don't have recreational time like playing video games, then that's the consequence. um, I want you to think about your role as a parent as a firm and gentle authority. Think about someone that you respected as a child, not someone that you have fear from, someone that you respected. And I assure you that person was an authority, but wasn't violent. That you felt you had a voice, that you felt you were seen, but that you knew that person was the authority. So firm and gentle. If you are too gentle, you're too permissive, there are no boundaries, and that also creates anxiety. If you're too firm, then your child's gonna feel, I don't have an identity here, I don't have a say here. Like this feels oppressive. Maybe think about a boss at work that you have had that was someone that was authority, but that wasn't inflexible, but that you knew what were the rules at that place. um, I really think that COVID-19 could be a time where our teens particularly can learn life skills. Think about them when they grow up, when they go to college, when they are living alone. You want them to know how to cook. You want them to know how to do their laundry, how to iron their clothes. Thinking about even in terms of, of a job, right? Like if you know how to cook, if you know how to clean, you can get a job anywhere, right? Thinking in those terms, like what life skills can we teach them? Um, Changing a tire, for example, I put here, right? Like that's a valuable skill to have, right? Doing the grocery list, doing the groceries, making a budget, like involve them. This, if there was a time to teach teens about life skills, is this time. Um, and and I think it will also help this time, particularly if you do blocks of time and a planner for the day. It will help them to develop discipline and routine so that when they live by their own, when they go to college, when they are older, they have that in them. They know how to do that. And very important, I feel they are going to remember this time, but they're going to remember how they felt at this time. They're going to remember if we were available or if we were unavailable. They can remember it as a time where they learn how to cook and they were able to spend more time in the family, or they can remember it as something very traumatic also. um, Please, 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 if you have concerns about depression, anxiety, mental health, reach out to the school counselors. Ask for a referral also through your pediatrician. And there are also these two websites where you can find many therapists. This one that is Open Path Collective, it has the sliding scale spots for many therapists. So I think the maximum they charge for individual counseling is $60. And Psychology Today is a big directory where many therapists are. And this is a place where I train. Center for Community Counseling and Engagement is in City Heights. They charge according to income. Everyone is doing online now. I absolutely recommend Dr. Daniel Siegel books. And he has also on YouTube many videos. His books are in Spanish and in English and in many languages. And he has books specifically for teens. And of course, if in an emergency, if you are concerned about suicide, about your child's life, go to the ER. Or for a mental health crisis, this number is the San Diego Crisis and Access Line. And there is also this place, the emergency screening unit. This is a place where you will go voluntarily and they will screen for suicide for your child and your teen. Um, this is my information in case you want to check out my website. I have some things that I wrote there about parenting and about couples therapy, because that's one of my specialties. Also, if you don't have the chance to ask something during this presentation, feel free to reach out to me. I think that's it. I'm going to stop sharing and take some questions. Yeah, any questions?